the pitch is Luke towards shortstop. Petroselli's back. He's got it. The Red Sox win. And he's pandemonium on the field.
Welcome to the Great American Collectibles Show, brought to you each week by the National Sports Collectors Convention. Join us every Wednesday evening at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time and get the latest news from the greatest experts in the sports collectibles world. You can watch us on the Great American Collectibles Facebook page, as well as YouTube, or you can listen to us on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, or any of your favorite podcast platforms. And now your hosts, award-winning sports collectibles author Tom Zappola and Red Sox Hall of Famer Rico Petroselli.
All right, welcome everyone. Tom Zappola, Rico Petroselli, Red Sox Hall of Famer. We are broadcasting live from the Philadelphia Baseball Card and Memorabilia Show. Red Sox Hall of Famer Rico Petroselli. This is a great event, Rick, huh?
This is a great. It's better than I expected.
It really is, man. This is very cool. Very, very cool. All right, listen, we're opening up this show. And by the way, you can watch us every Wednesday night. This show will be broadcast on Wednesday night at 6:30 nationally on any one of your favorite podcast platforms, Facebook, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Pandora, whoever.
Yeah.
So you can watch us every Wednesday night. We're opening up this show with a special guest, actually two special guests, because everybody that's in here, I mean, the values and the worth of the cards and the memorabilia in this building is off the charts.
Tremendous.
But it's all about collecting. It's all about fathers and sons, and this gentleman here, Nick Barton, and Dominic Russo, they have a great business model, and we asked them to come on because I just think it's a great way to start, so that we can talk about what this hobby is all about. Welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys having us.
Dominic, welcome.
Welcome.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your business model, Nick, if you can.
Yeah, so Mean Daddy Cards is the business. I'm Nick Barton. This is my grandfather. We call him Poppy, Dominic Russo.
Nice Italian guy.
Yes, sir. So my love for collecting started with him. When I was a little kid, the biggest memory was he'd go to Kmart, and he'd bring home those blaster boxes from Kmart.
Yeah.
And every time, I got one of those, I'd be super excited to open up those. He also passed down a couple of really special pieces. My favorite probably being a signed football by the entire Eagles team that went to the first Super Bowl. It was 80, right? 1980?
1980.
Yep. So he passed that down to me, and that's very special for me. But we used to do Pokemon when I was a kid.
Pokemon, man,
Yeah.
that's exploded.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn that in because I'm now a father. I have a 4-year-old son and a 6-month-old daughter, and my son's starting to get into collecting now, and he likes the Pokemon. So I've been having to learn how to pronounce the names of them. So that's been fun.
All right, so what's different between your business and any one of a number of card shops in here?
Sure. So, like I said, I'm a dad. I'm a collector. And when I look at what the hobby has become, I'll be 35 tomorrow. So I've been collecting my whole life. The hobby's much different now than it used to be. And I thought to myself, there's got to be a lot of kids that are getting into card collecting, whether it be sports or Pokemon.
Yep.
Their buddy at school gives them a pack or something. They come home and they say, hey, Mom, Dad, Tommy gave me this pack of baseball cards, and I'd like to go to a card shop, or I'd like to go to a card show. And a lot of parents don't, never been to one. They don't know about the industry. So they'll go online and they'll Google card show, and they'll come up and all they'll see is $40,000 card deal,
right.
$20,000.
Yeah.
And the average people are going to be like, I can't afford this. This is crazy. Like, I can't afford this. You're going to have to find another hobby.
That's a good point.
And that's I don't want people to feel that way, because you can come to a show like this, it's a big show, with $20 and have a ball.
Absolutely.
And make memories with your kids, and that's kind of, like him and I, a lot of my favorite cards in my collection are not super high value. They're just guys that I love, like Lenny Dykstra, for example.
And that's the way, I mean, Rico, when you and I were kids, and Dominic, when we were kids, I mean, that's what we did. I mean, we would collect cards, right? Collect cards, but, we weren't we didn't pay any attention to what the value of the card was. If it was a 1956 Mickey Mantle, I mean, what did we know about value of the card? It was Mickey Mantle. It was Ted Williams. It was Frank Robinson. And I think that's what you're alluding to, that, you know, it doesn't have to be the value of the card, but more the fact that you're bonding with your kid.
It's the bond.
Right?
It's the bond. It's the bonding. He was my first grandson, and I used to see his eyes light up when I would bring a box of cards home. And we would talk about them. We would compare them. And it was the love of the game. He enjoyed so much of opening those packs and talking about this player, talking about that player. And we found a common bond, and it went on for years. I mean, up until he was 16, I'd buy him boxes of cards. The money was in the object.
And, you know, it really is. I mean, you know, it's good, but it isn't good. You know, when Rico and I, last year, the year before, we were in Chicago or Cleveland for one of the Nationals. And we were in the hotel lobby, and there were 14, 15-year-old kids with briefcases walking around the lobby, and they were, you know, they were conducting business. And they were kids, honestly, $10,000 or $15,000 in those cases.
Yeah.
Just crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Anyways, it's a great concept. Again, for you folks out there, it's about the love of the hobby. You know, it's great that cards are worth what they're worth, or memorabilia is worth what it's worth. But the whole thing is to bond with your kid. This is a great, great opportunity for kids to get into this hobby. And don't be overly concerned with the value of a card. Pretty much.
Yeah, I think.
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
It's not about the money. It's about the memories.
Good point.
The memories that the grandfather has, or the father has, or the son has, or the grandson has. You carry them to the day you leave this earth. And in a bad moment, you think about those times. They're priceless.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on. We appreciate it. Dominic, Nick.
Hey,
We are back. Joe, get your headset on. See, Tomasulo is behind the 8 ball as usual. How you doing? Put this up to your mouth, and we're good. All right, Joe Tomasulo from Golden Auctions. Everybody knows Ken Golden. What's the name of the show, Joe? The Netflix show. It's the King of Collectibles.
King of Collectibles.
King of Collectibles. Joe is the... you handle the vintage. You're in charge of the vintage.
Vintage specialist.
The vintage specialist. I like that. Vintage specialist. All right. So first of all, tell us about the show. What are your thoughts on how the show's going?
The Netflix show?
This show.
The show has been great. Great consignment walked in yesterday. PSA 10 T206.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
You told us about that.
Only 13 known out of over 300,000.
Wow.
PSA T206s.
Joe.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
December 23rd, season 3, Netflix.
December 23rd, Rico.
what is it?
The King of Collectibles, Ken Golden's show on Netflix.
Oh, yes.
Joe, you have to move that close to your mouth. There you go. That better? Thank you, Michael. All right, so we got a lot to talk about, Joe. First of all, you've been in this business for many, many years. What are you seeing? How has this hobby evolved from what you've seen when you first started?
I started about 20 years ago, and obviously the most stunning evolution is the pricing points. You know, I mean, since my inception,
Yep.
I've seen things go up 20, 30, 40 times in value.
Since you were a baby? Your inception, you said.
My inception into the hobby.
So cards are collectibles, cards are memorabilia, or everything?
More cards. Memorabilia has, trickled up in value. It's, there's an uptick there, but especially cards. Now, if you're talking about iconic game-used jerseys, bats, those have gone through the roof. Like a Babe Ruth called shot jersey.
Right.
$24 million.
It's just, sometimes I can't wrap my arms around some of the prices of some of this memorabilia. It's just, the the dual signed card by Michael Jordan and
Kobe Bryant.
and Kobe. What?
$12.9
$12.9 million, Rico.
Yeah. No. Look, this is better than stocks, even. Not the
Yeah.
They're I think more not just valuable, but they'll last longer. They'll keep its value longer. Stock market can come and go daily. These things go up.
Well,
I think it's going to continue.
I mean, you're a collector, and you're a big-time collector. Let's be honest here. What your collection? Do you play the stock market?
Minimal, but I play.
Okay, so my question to you is, has the return on your investment, and I know we're switching gears here, talking about kids getting involved with the love of the hobby, but at your stage, has the return on the investment for your memorabilia and your cards been greater than your 401k over the years? The return.
100%.
Really?
You know, it's funny because, and I think I mentioned this to you, Tom, piggybacking off what Rico said about the stock market. We had put up a Wagner for sale.
Yeah.
And a PSA 1 hadn't sold for 13 years. So I put a chart together, and the return on the Wagner was over 1,000% in that 13-year period.
It's incredible, man.
And the Dow Jones
Yeah.
was like 360%.
Can I say that we are talking to kids and family and all that, but you can't get away from the fact that these cards have value. You know, everybody.
You're right. You're right.
Even kids now. You know, parents want to teach the kids about saving the money and this and that. You know, and the parents have investments.
Yeah.
This is part of it, but it's not the only part of it. You love the players or the teams that you rooted for as a kid. You know what I mean?
Well, but how many? Listen, I'm going to ask you this, both of you. How many collectors are actually in it for the love of the hobby versus the investment?
I think it's both.
Flip a coin.
Really?
Flip a coin. I have friends that love the cards, the vintage cards.
Yeah.
Mantle, DiMaggio,
Yeah.
Ruth. And they have young kids. They are literally putting cards away in
Yes.
safe deposit box for college trust.
Absolutely.
And they get to enjoy owning the cards.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a good way to look at it.
Oh, it's true. I mean, I've done card shows, and a parent will come up with a youngster, and, I said, you're collecting. He collects. Yeah, he's going to continue. But you know what I'm doing? I'm putting him away for his college education.
Right.
I said, great idea.
Right.
You know?
And Rico, they're doing both.
Yes.
They're using the stock market.
Yeah.
They're different viable, avenues for their kids' futures.
So, Joe, what about your collection? Obviously you have it insured, right?
Okay.
What is the single greatest piece that you have that is your Mona Lisa for you?
Value-wise or sentiment-wise?
First, value-wise.
My signed Lou Gehrig rookie card, which is worth 7 figures plus.
All right, so you have a signed Gehrig rookie. I have a signed Petroselli rookie card.
Yeah, right. How much
Is
you want
there
for
a
that?
big difference in the value?
Rico,
I'll
after
give you
the show,
$150 for
Rico,
it.
we could talk trade after the show.
Okay, so from a value standpoint, I understand. From a sentiment standpoint,
No brainer. Last year in Golden Auctions, I bought Tom Seaver's my idol. He is my hero.
and we all know that.
And I bought the jersey he wore to strike out his 2,000th man, Dan Dreesen at Shea Stadium. Of course, he lost 2-1. And what made that game special was my father took me to that game. I was there for my 13th birthday.
See.
Wow.
And
Well,
now I
that's-
own the jersey.
And that's what I hear, too, from card shows, that they take the kids to the daughters, too, and sons, young kids, to the game. And they never forget it.
Right.
When they grow up, You know.
And I still had the ticket stubs.
Do you really?
Yeah, that's great.
And my signed Babe Ruth bat is very sentimental to me, too.
Yeah.
I can see that. I mean, so I guess the point is that you can participate in this hobby for both reasons, for the love of the hobby and for the monetary return.
Right. And you're getting monetary return, and you're not enjoying a piece of paper that says what stock you own.
Right.
But you're certainly enjoying the collectibles.
Joe, let's talk about, we're going to bring Scott Russell on in a couple of minutes, but let's talk about signed cards. Signed cards were a no-no at one point, correct?
Tom, I'm glad you brought that up because piggybacking off my hero, Tom Seaver.
Yeah.
So if you look at the PSA pop,
Yeah.
there's hundreds of Ryan signed rookies, hundreds of Koufax, Aaron, Rose. There's only low 30s of Tom Seaver. Tom Seaver would not sign his rookie card. He turned me down many times at shows because he felt he was diminishing the value of the card. So there you go. It was taboo. But that has changed.
Unbelievable. We are chatting with Joe Tomasulo from Golden Auctions. Big Joe. Joe's been with us a lot. We're gonna switch gears a little bit now because we're talking about sports, baseball cards, but we're gonna bring in Scott Russell. Scott Russell from the Collector Connection. He's got something that we want to take a look at. Scott, come on up here. Let's move in just a little bit. Scott,
Sure,
you can stand up here. Just put that headset on, and let's put this down.
What is the?
Well, we're going to talk about this. Let's get these on first. Now, can you hear us okay?
Yep.
All right, so we're talking to Scott about a little different. This is a little different take. It's not. This isn't just about baseball cards, football cards. Scott, this is really, really cool. Why don't you tell us what this is all about?
Well, everybody walks by and says, ooh, an uncut sheet of look and see. But it's actually more than just that. This is an editor's proof, and if you look at it, I'll point, you can see marks where they changed things from this to before they were produced. I don't know. Is it blocking, Joe?
Yeah, like.
So basically they decided not to do any scratch off below the neck. So you'll see, don't put scratch off on her dress. Don't put scratch off on her suit. Get rid of the scarf. Get rid of the scarf. So these versions were never printed. So this is entirely unique. And, of course, it comes with the cert from the Topps Vault.
Yeah.
Wow. Editorial.
Nice.
Yeah. It's an editorial proof.
Yeah.
All right, so
wow.
That's phenomenal. Let's talk about the cards themselves when they came out. Came in a pack?
Yep.
How many in a pack, do you know?
Oh, God, I don't know offhand. Usually on something like this.
Can't help you.
Yeah, this was normally only like a little 5 or 6 card pack because this is the whole set.
Okay. All right, so you would scratch. How did the whole concept work? You would scratch it?
Yeah, there's a couple that are scratched, like Babe Ruth. Most of his disguise has been scratched off, so you can kind of see he's been exposed. But now Mickey Mantle is still wearing his football helmet.
Look at that classic.
And Sandy Koufax looks a little bit like Fidel Castro there, and Willie Mays looks like Groucho Marx. And
so, what's the value of something like this, Scott?
It's a unicorn, so
Yeah.
it's really what they're going to pay for it. I know what the previous owner paid for it. We're hoping it does around $2,000, but it's really what the bidders tell me it's going to go for.
2,000 seems like a bargain.
I was going to say that. That's pretty cheap.
We try and keep our expectations reasonable, but yeah, it's
I think that's pretty
for
cheap.
a truly unique piece.
Awesome. We're talking about, you can stay with us a few more minutes?
Yeah.
So we're talking about the hobby. And Joe's seen some tremendous changes in the hobby. You've been in the hobby a long time. Obviously, Golden, you're a smaller business. Golden, and, you guys are in two separate levels. However, you both appeal to a wide variety of collectors. I call it the 80-20 rule. What you deal in, what are you seeing from your perspective, the way of cards and memorabilia? Is one spiking over another, or is it kind of?
Well, the most interesting thing that's happened over the last several years to me is everybody always knew in vintage the money was in the 8s and the 9s. And we have really seen the mid-grade stuff take leaps and bounds forward. And that's kind of more our bailiwick, the 5s, the 6s,
Yeah.
the 58 Mantlin is 5.
And I got to jump in here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Scott's right, 100%. And I know he'll agree with me. And at that grade level, people are buying the card, not the grade.
Yeah.
They want the centering. They want the eye appeal. They want the card that looks a grade or two superior to the grade on.
Yeah,
the
but
left.
on the other side, okay, and I agree with you. But the person that's buying that card has a budget. Right? He's got a budget. He can spend X amount of dollars, and it is what it is. Again, we always have called it the 80-20 rule. 20% of the collectors can buy what you guys have. 80% of the collectors can buy what you offer simply because it's more affordable and it goes right in. Am I correct, Joe?
No, they sell items that do my entire year. So.
I mean, we sell a lot of low-end stuff, too.
Yeah.
We have weekly auctions, I mean, we sell cards that are $100.
All right, I'm going to ask the question.
Yeah.
What is the single most, the highest piece you've ever sold?
60,000.
What's the highest piece you've ever sold?
My personal collection?
No, Ken Golden.
I've only been there a year.
All right, Memory Lane. Single 60,000.
My tenure at Memory Lane, a single card, a PSA 9 yellow Gaudi route number 53, Pop 1, 4.2 million.
4.2 million. Wow. You're making my point.
I always joke that it's the 800-pound gorilla and I'm a chimpanzee.
Absolutely. I'm looking for kid. That's what I'm looking.
That was the Newman Tom.
Right there, Rico. Right there. That kid.
No. He's
too big.
No, he's not a fan.
He's not.
Tom, that was part of the Newman collection.
Oh, okay. All right. Right there. That kid. Right there. Right there. This kid right here. Right here. Oh, no.
I'm going to fall over.
Forget it. I gave him cards.
Let's go.
You got a card? I'm looking for
He's already got cards.
If you want to go back to Ken, Tom, he broke it and privately sold
No.
the SGC2
You
Wagner
got one.
for $7.25 million. That was
Stop it.
Ken's sale.
7.25.
Well, what did was it the Kobe Jordan logo
Ready?
man recently?
Gotta
What'd that
catch
go
it.
for?
12.9.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Well, come on. What do you
Shark
want?
Tank.
Go ahead. Throw
Kevin
it.
O'Leary.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. I didn't know if that was
There
true.
we go.
Hey, give it a.
All right, Scott. Thanks for stopping
Absolutely.
by, man.
Always good seeing you.
Scott,
Nice
great
seeing
to see you,
Thank
And
man.
they bid on this.
There you go.
Come on
Nice
around.
to see you, too.
Good seeing you, Rico.
Hey, buddy. Good to see you.
Scott Russell from the Collector Connection. Wait a minute. Take off your headset, number one, and where's your booth?
Booth 110.
Booth
right
110.
right on the right wall. As you come out.
Although they're not going to see the show until Wednesday night.
Well, I was at 110. We have our live auction here January 10th in this building.
Do you really?
Live only. Have to be present to bid.
I didn't realize that. Very cool.
Yep.
Very cool. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Scott. Scott Russell from the Collector Connection. All right.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Curry, a two-time child cancer survivor, recipient, and advocate for Lucy's Love Bus. The mission of Lucy's Love Bus, 501c3 nonprofit, is to provide joy, comfort, and quality of life for the entire family of children with cancer. Since 2006, they have delivered love and comfort to over 3,000 children with cancer and their family members across New England. The dream of Lucy Grogan, an 11-year-old cancer patient, was to help kids with cancer who are suffering right now, before there is a cure, by offering free, integrative therapies like art, music, horseback riding, and many other activities. Unfortunately, Lucy passed away, but her dream lives on, and today Lucy's Love Bus is thriving.
I'm Red Sox Hall of Famer Rico Petroselli. I hope that you'll consider supporting Lucy's Love Bus and all of those children who have been stricken by cancer. The Great American Collectibles Show is partnering with Lucy's Love Bus to help these kids. Let's continue Lucy's dream. Please go to lucyslovebus.org for more information.
Since 1996, Brian Drent and the staff at Denver's Mile High Card Company have led the charge in the collectibles hobby. Mile High is a full-service dealer specializing in buying and selling cards and offers a competitive consignment program for all collectors. Whether it be their computerized want list service, appraisals, or auction services, Mile High has it all. If you've been searching for a company with a selection of high-grade vintage 1888 to 1970 baseball cards and memorabilia that shares your passion, aim high, Mile High. Go to milehighcardco.com or call 303-840-2784 for more information.
This is Brian Drent, president of Mile High Card Company. Is your sports card and memorabilia collection properly insured? For easily replaced personal property, homeowners insurance is all most people need. But for prized possessions that you may have spent a lifetime collecting, it doesn't go nearly far enough. Collectibles Insurance Services has been insuring for over 50 years. They offer a full range of protection and a $0 deductible at an affordable rate with no appraisals required. I know because they insure my collection. If you have a minute, go to collectinsure.com and learn more about insuring your personal card or memorabilia collection.
Hi, this is Dan from Memory Lane Auctions, here to remind you that the renowned Memory Lane Collectibles Company has served as a beacon of light to the collecting community for the past several decades. Indeed, folks, it has been our utmost privilege and pleasure to provide the most enthusiastic collectors with an abundance of the finest sports cards and memorabilia for America's most coveted sports personalities via our world-class auctions. Whether you choose either a private sale transaction or the auction route, Memory Lane cordially invites you to reach out to us to maximize the value of your prized possessions. Also, it is not just sales that we pride ourselves on being the best of the rest, because if you are seeking a particular keepsake for your esteemed gathering, we will be relentless in our quest to find that special piece to fulfill your collecting dreams. So no time to wait. Reach out to us today for the purposes of capitalizing on our unparalleled marketing capabilities. Simply pick up the phone and dial 877-606-5263. That's 877-606-LANE, or find us on the World Wide Web at www.memorylaneinc.com. Now is the time for your valued consignment to ultimately become another one of Memory Lane's record-setting prices.
How would you like to own the bat that was used by your favorite player when he hit that towering home run or game-winning base hit? Now look no further than JT Sports, specializing in the sale and authentication of professional game-used bats. As the official authenticators of professional model game-used bats for PSA DNA, JT Sports will guarantee the authenticity of any bat purchased from them. JT Sports also buys and sells game-worn uniforms, gloves, and baseball equipment. The unique quality of the collectible is what JT Sports is all about. Give them a call at 609-487-8003 or check them out at GameUseBats.com.
No. You got someone behind you. Oh, wait. Come on in. Get your headset on. All right. Say hi to Leighton.
Hey, Leighton, how you doing, baby?
Hey, Rico, how are you,
Great
bud?
to see you again. You look good, really good. You
Yeah, we haven't seen
keep your youth.
We haven't seen Leighton in a while.
He's a good youth.
Ute?
Youth.
All right, Leighton's here, Joe,
Sorry,
for
bud.
two reasons. Number one, as you know, we're real pleased, Ellen and I, and with Rico's support, your support, and everybody's support, we are coming out with a new book that's going to be released at the 2027 National, entitled Legendary Finds and Sports Collecting Treasures. It's going to be in all the great finds in the history of this wonderful hobby. And we're also going to add a whole section on, they're not really finds, but we're going to call them epic treasures, Joe. Epic treasures.
Epic treasures.
Right?
Nice. Wow.
Like for instance, using as an example the T206 Honus Wagner, the Ken Kendrick, the McNall Gretzky card. That's really not a find, but it's an epic treasure. So we have a whole section on epic treasures that we're going to be, and you've contributed a couple of great ones. Leighton, tell us about it. You know, what you're doing on your end, because we're co-writing the book. He's got his responsibilities. I have mine. Who are you working with right now?
Al Chrisofelli from Love of the Game, Brian Dwyer, and a few collectors as well. And one of the things that's been the most fun is talking about the treasures that have been lost to time.
Yep.
For example, like
wow.
Jackie's debut jersey, or Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point ball
Yep.
that he scored. So those are going to be great stories as well in the book.
Yeah,
Well, I'll
that's
tell you
good.
what. That's okay, Joe.
I think it's a great idea.
We're going to tell a story. I don't even know if Leighton knows this yet. But, you know, we've been kind of, I guess you do know it. We've been mulling around, and Joe, I think you know the story. At the very end of the book, we're going to have one section, one chapter. I don't know if we're going to call it a chapter.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
going to be called a postscript. Oh. And it's going to be on a personal find of Mr. Petroselli's. And I'm going to tell the story because it's going to be a great ending to the book, Leighton. And this is interesting because this gentleman to my right is co-writing the book, and he's hearing it for the first time. I haven't even called him and said, I've got an idea for a great postscript. But I think you're going to agree.
Lay it on me.
So, 1967, impossible dream year. Rico Petroselli catches the pop-up from Rich Rollins that, for all intents and purposes, clinches the pennant for the 1967 Red Sox. Jim Lomborg is on the mound. Rico catches the ball, and he needs to get the ball over to Jim Lomborg. So he has the ball in his right hand, and he's holding his cap with his left hand so no one rips it off, because then, at the time, 25,000 people rushed the field. So Rico is trying to get to Jim, correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
Were you not?
Yeah, they were carrying him off to right field on his shoulder. The poor guy we were worried about him.
So you got the ball.
I got the ball here, and I want to give it to them. He's a Cy Young award winner, and 22 games. He clinches that game. Of course, I want to give him the ball. That fight was now. I say
he would keep the ball.
I said, Jim, good luck.
Right. All right. So he gets the ball to Lomborg. He takes his hand off of his cap for how long? 10 seconds?
5 seconds.
A 17-year-old punk grabs the hat, takes off into the crowd. Rico is pissed.
Oh, man, I wanted that hat.
Right?
Seriously.
Now, we're going to fast forward 50 years. I was on the board of directors for the Italian American Sports Hall of Fame in Boston, and Rico, of course, was an inductee. So every year they have an induction banquet. So I get a call, Ellen and I, and Rico and Elsie. The banquet is whenever, make sure you guys are there. And Ellen and I could not attend because we had another function. So Rico and Elsie went. They're inducting Jim DiBenedetto, who is a minority owner of the Boston Red Sox. So Jim is up on stage, and they have the dinner and all of that good stuff. And Jim is up, and they induct him, and then he's talking. And he invites Rico up on stage.
He says, yeah, come on up. Rico, I said, what's going on? Go ahead.
He says, I have something for you. He takes the cap, and he puts it in Rico's hand. He was the 17-year-old punk that stole the hat off of Rico's head, and the guy is now a minority owner of the Red Sox.
What's that something?
Isn't that an amazing story?
Yeah, it's a true story.
Right?
It's
Isn't that an
shocking.
amazing story?
That's great. Thanks for sharing that.
Incredible.
Right. That is going to be the postscript story in our book. That's going to be the last find in the book.
Love it.
Just classic.
What Rico doesn't know, it's not the same hat. He just made it sound like.
No, it is.
No, I'm
you should see it.
By the way,
either it shrunk or my head got
we
bigger.
have a picture that we have some great images. So we're going to have a beautiful image of Rico with the hat on in '67, and then Rico with the hat on today. It looks like a beanie. It's hysterical.
So he can only poach it on his head. Right?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, but would anybody take that? I'm thinking of selling it.
Enough.
No.
Well, hold on. There was another find today that we got approached by. I think he was in your booth. Who's the guy with the number 38? Is that you? Oh no, it's John Tobby's. No. This guy, listen to this one. Waves me over, and he said, I'm bidding on a jersey. He said, number 38, and he said, I think it may be Rico's. And I said, Rico wore number 6. He said, I did some photo matching and stuff. He said, did Rico ever wear number 38? I says, no. So I went back here. I said, Rico, did you ever wear number 38? Absolutely. I said, when?
Yeah, I came up in 1963 for a month, the call-up, September call-up. And they gave me 38. I got in one game. I got my first hit, which was a great thrill.
And the guy's bidding
Double.
on the shirt. He found the shirt. Isn't that unbelievable?
Unbelievable.
I mean, just incredible. Now,
it's
one other thing
interesting
before we
stories.
let you go. You have another business venture that you're involved with.
Yes.
That a lot of people are talking about. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. So we've all, I think all of us on the board, maybe not Rico, I don't know if he's a collector, but we all are actively searching in auction houses on these different platforms, whether it be it's Jackie Robinson for some, Shoeless Joe for others. And it is very cumbersome and difficult and time consuming to keep track of where all the auctions are happening, when they're closing, and what items I'm looking for are going to be auctioned in those respective auction houses.
I can't track it for my own company.
Yeah, so you can imagine how I feel trying to, buy from, let's say, dozens of auction houses. So a number of months ago, I had our mutual friend, Derek Rady, on my podcast, and I asked him, out of curiosity, what piece of technology would you like to see, in the space be created? And he had his own answer, and I said, well, for me, I would love exactly what I'm describing. And so someone reached out, and believe it or not, 9 or 10 months later, that someone's name is my business partner, Mark Mandel, who's not only my business partner, but he's also an avid collector. And
I know Mark well.
I know you do. Nice. So what we are doing at Auction Wire is we are going to make it as easy as possible, whether it be you're a collector, whether it be you're a dealer, an investor, or any of those combinations, to keep track of all of the cards. We're starting with cards. We're going to ultimately move to memorabilia and comics and watches, rare wines, etc. But we're going to allow you to search golden auctions, REA, Heritage, all of the major auctions, and then like our buddy Scott was just here. He's got a wonderful auction, the Collector Connection. He's going to be part of it.
So
nice.
if there's one, let's say I'm looking for a particular card.
Sure.
I'm looking for a
A 67 Topps Petroselli.
Right,
Sure.
Petroselli, 67.
Good choice.
So you're going to spit out everybody that has one and where it's available?
Including eBay.
Wow.
Yes.
That's very cool.
And
That's
so
great.
what's really nice for the buyer is not only is it going to be easier to keep track of, but I also feel like it's going to be easier for you to make a wise decision about what card is a good fit
But
for
Joe,
your
you know
collection.
something that's going to help you guys too, because
Ken just had a meeting, very productive meeting with Mark.
I think it's going to be great because, I mean, there are people that aren't going to know that a particular card is on your website. All they have to do is plug it in and they say, oh, Golden's got one.
Exactly. And then our system
Very cool.
is actually going to tell you, whether it be you want through text, through email, etc., that particular card in that grade is available for auction right now and ends in such and such date.
Great
this is all
concept.
good stuff for collectibles, the billions of onlookers that are watching the show. For them, they know what's going on when you guys explain all this stuff. Don't listen to him.
Oh,
He doesn't.
really? Absolutely.
This kid.
That's awesome, man. Awesome. All right. Well, listen.
Hey.
Look forward to working with you. I think
So
we
do
have
I.
a good project.
Yes. Very much, Tom.
Can't
We've
give it
got
away.
we've got a bunch in
Good
the.
luck with that, Leighton. That's
Thanks.
awesome.
Appreciate it.
We have a bunch in the queue. That.
Oh, I have something to send over to you.
I know that, but our editor can be a little tough.
She's a toughie, but she's good.
She's good.
She's good.
Thanks, Leighton.
Thanks, gentlemen.
All right, Leighton Sheldon from Just Collect, Auction Wire, and author.
Hey,
Right?
Hey, great seeing you.
All right, listen. I want to talk about, while we're waiting, I think Grady's going to be joining us in a little while. Let's talk about Mr. Petroselli's career.
Please.
I know.
No, can I say something?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, really. Folks, I've been looking around. We're giving some stuff out to the kids, especially here, and I'm really amazed. No, you know how I felt about the
Absolutely.
nationals.
I agree.
I see the movement here, the looking at,
It's a happy crowd.
It is great.
It's a happy
it is,
crowd.
This is a great hobby. I really mean it. I'm not just putting you on.
No, it really
Really
is. It really
So-
is.
so-
Joe, you and I were talking. Let's talk a little bit about 75 World Series. Okay. The Carlton Fisk game versus Game 7 of the most recent World Series, about a month ago. What game I considered the 75 Fisk game the greatest game of all time? I think that now has fallen into second place.
It's close. I mean,
you just lost
again.
About 2,000.
Rico, we're flipping another coin.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
watch
they're
out.
both phenomenal games.
Yeah.
I just can't, Rico. You're.
There you go, Mark.
Rico, you were on the 75 team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just can't forget Bernie Carbo's comment to Pete Rose when he tied that game up.
That was great, yeah.
I know Pete Rose's comment to Bernie Carbo.
Yeah.
When he's
Turning
rounding
around
third
the
and he
base.
goes, isn't this an incredible game? For Rose to say that, he just tied the game up with a 3-1 home.
I was happy to be in it. The whole series was great. But last year's was tremendous. It did a lot for baseball.
It did.
It did. That game was phenomenal,
Yeah,
Rico.
yeah.
I mean,
Those
that game was really a great game. Rick, what is your? You played 13 years. What is that one moment that kind of what defined your career? I mean, if there was one moment in your career that was like a wow moment, what was it?
Yeah, it was when I
when you got out of your 0 for 32 streak, right?
That too. And every 2 weeks when I put the check.
You were
When you
0
got
for
the
what?
0 for 32.
Jeter had like an 0 for 30 or 30 streak in his
yeah,
career.
it was.
It happens. It happens.
It happens.
It happened to Rico more than once.
No, but Louis Aparicio, when we got Louis went 0 for 44. Yeah.
Really?
They had to escort him when he used to go over the bridge in his car. They had to make sure he didn't throw it.
Is that a scoreless streak record? 0 for 44?
No, Jackie.
Oh, no, that was other.
Jackie, what's his
Jensen?
name? No, the
Jackie-
center field for the.
Oh, yeah, the kid.
The heck was his
Great,
name?
great. Jackie.
Jackie Jr. Anyways, he
Yeah,
went 0
yeah.
for 45, I think.
Yeah, I think so, like that. But no, it happens. You get in, you get all screwed up and just can't make contact.
No, but I mean, was that one game, that 75 World Series game, was that like the highlight for you, or was it when you caught the pop-up from Rich Rollins the first time you guys won the pennant?
Well, yeah, I mean, that was exciting. That was, one of my my. They didn't even want it. They got snubbed.
Are there any cards? There were no more cards?
That's it. Here.
Oh,
Here,
that's
one.
no, you can take care
But
of
what the hell are we talking about?
We're talking about your favorite moment.
Yeah, well, World Series. I mean, 67 World Series, 75 World Series was really exciting. Every game, every single game. But the 67, because we hadn't gotten into a World Series in a lot of years, and we weren't picked to win the pennant. And so we didn't have a great team, but we had, an exciting team. Yaz had his Triple Crown year. Yeah. And so it was exciting. So
Dream team.
The dream team.
Yeah, the impossible dream team.
Yeah, it was.
Rico, weren't you involved with one of Mickey Mantle's last outs? Or
the last?
Yeah,
you
caught his last out. Yeah. Caught his last out. It was a man on first base.
Another bonehead Petrocelli.
Did you save the ball?
No, wait a minute. Come on. Let's be fair, folks.
Go ahead. I want to hear
I wish
this
I had the ball, but yeah,
No,
he pops
that's
up.
valuable.
He
No
pops
kidding.
up to me, and then I threw it to Mike Andrews at second. Mike threw it back to the pitcher because that's 2 out. Okay. Now, if that would have been the 3rd out, and I threw the ball. We used to throw the ball on the mound for the pitcher, opposing pitcher to get the ball. That would have been a bonehead. Although we didn't know until spring training the next year that he was going to retire.
No, nobody would have known that Mantle at that time was retiring.
No.
But it was, in fact, his last at bat.
Yeah, that's my claim to fame.
Yeah, that's a big, big
Right.
thing.
So if you think about some of the stuff that's gone through Petrocelli's hands.
That ball, think about it.
Right.
The last baseball that in an official game
He's getting indigestion.
that touched Mantle's bat.
Right?
It was
Wow.
a pop-up. Jeez, into short.
You know, Rico,
left
you
field.
should have dropped it so we would have got on base.
Well, let it go. Yeah, they would have gave him the last out. Yeah, base hit.
You know,
if I would have known that.
I got a question for you. You had a phenomenal relationship with Louis Tiant.
Yes.
Okay.
Great pitcher.
Great pitcher. Should be in the Hall of Fame, and that's another discussion for another day.
Don't
Rico,
get me going.
did he used to would he give the manager, go ahead, toss it to him. Would he give the manager a hard time?
Who?
Louis.
Well, no, he didn't want to come out of games. Louis was one to finish. He had a lot of pride in his ability and his pitching. He wanted to finish the game. Of course, if he knew if he had a bad outing early on, he was going to come out. That's understandable. But a close game, we were ahead a little bit, he would not come out. So at one particular time, Darrell Johnson came out to take him out. Drago was warming up in the bullpen.
Dick Drago.
Dick Drago.
The Dragon.
Yeah,
the Dragon.
Yeah, Dick had good stuff.
Yep.
But, so here's Darrell. So I said, I got to hear this. So I ran from third over there. So let me hear this stuff. So Darrell goes, Louis, I'm going to take you out. Tian goes, no, you're not. I think we told the story. And so Darrell says, okay. So he left him in there, and he won the game. He came back. That's the kind of guy
He was a warrior.
Oh man, he's one of the guys that you would give the ball to for the seventh game.
So when Louis, if would he get mad or pissed off at you guys if someone screwed a play up when he was on the mound? Like start yelling at him, like, what are you doing?
No, we used to tease him. Like if he has an off day, kind of balls were hitting pretty hard. I used to run up there and say, Louis, I got 4 kids, man. Try to throw the ball outside. I'm getting killed down there. And he goes, I can't say, you son of a gun. Call me Salami. You Salami, you son of a gun. Different words. But anyway, it was great. Great
another guy that you used to tell us about that was a great ball player, George Scott.
The Boomer.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you played with him twice? No, you didn't play with him the second time around, did you?
No, right.
But
he came back.
what kind of a ball player was he?
Well, he's a great first baseman.
Rico, I swear, I never seen a bigger glove
on
a ball player.
His
first base mitt was humongous.
He saved us so many errors. With scooping the ball up.
He was a great. I think actually he was a good hitter too. But that one year, remember that one year when he batted like 190?
Oh yeah. Please, I was broadcasting with Ken Coleman that year. No, it was 77. That's right. It was the Herald. I was doing a column for the Herald.
Man, he really struggled that year.
And, I would be a good listener. He'd come. So we had the exhibition game. Or we had a game somewhere up north. Anyway, and he's telling me, God, I want to hit. They got to hit me 4th. I said, 4th? Boomer, you're hitting 185. I said, how can they hit you? Says,
right?
He says, if they put me 4th, I'll get my average up. So I said, I don't think so, Boom.
So, Rico, Dwight Evans. Should he be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes. Dwight Evans.
I agree.
Yeah, I tell her. Everybody asks me that question.
His numbers are good.
He's good.
I would always say no, but then I took a deep look, Tom, at his numbers. Yeah. They're there.
Oh, absolutely. And let me tell you something.
He could hit, boy. He could hit,
but he was
great.
He was an exceptional right
fielder.
fielder.
Great right.
He had a Clemente right on.
I told you a story about the 3 guys that I played against and with, right fielders. Was Clemente, Kaline, and Dwight Evans. He's in that circle. And the other 2 Hall of Famers. He should be in the Hall of Fame. He really was just a great player. And, and the Red Sox in those days had Rice, Lynn, and Evans in the outfield.
That was a hell of an outfield.
The best outfield the Red Sox have ever had. With 3, all 3 guys.
I agree. That was a hell of a team, actually. When you really think about it. And by the way, Joe, you're here, and if Derek doesn't show up, you're here for the whole duration. I just hope you realize that.
I'm not available.
Well, that's too bad.
You know what I wanted to tell you? You're a Yankee fan, and you remember Mantle when after he retired, Tommy Tresh came on the scene.
Yes.
And Tresh is going to be the next Mickey Mantle. See, that's what they do.
Bobby Mercer.
And Mercer, too.
Oh, Bobby Mercer,
both of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them. Mercer was,
and that puts pressure on the,
They do that right away.
And those guys didn't bring it on themselves.
Be the
but right, exactly.
Shea Stadium destroyed Bobby Mercer. He was hitting all those
Oh, right,
homers
yeah.
with the porch.
Yeah.
Then he went to Shea Stadium, and he went from
That
like
was a
30
dump.
to 10 home
We
runs.
played 2 years there. Remember when the Yankees went there? I
Yeah.
was there. Told you in '75, you know what happened? Chambliss is at first base.
Right.
They had 2 runs. We got 2 guys on the 1 run. I'm sorry. We had 2 guys on base. Denny Doyle hits a ground ball, a bang, 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 and over his head. 2 runs scored. We won the game. See, when you're supposed to win, that's what happens. How lucky we were. But that was a dump, Chase Stadium.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Curry, a 2-time child cancer survivor, recipient, and advocate for Lucy's Love Bus. The mission of Lucy's Love Bus, 501c3 nonprofit, is to provide joy, comfort, and quality of life for the entire family of children with cancer. Since 2006, they have delivered love and comfort to over 3,000 children with cancer and their family members across New England. The dream of Lucy Grogan, an 11-year-old cancer patient, was to help kids with cancer who are suffering right now, before there is a cure, by offering free, integrative therapies like art, music, horseback riding, and many other activities. Unfortunately, Lucy passed away, but her dream lives on, and today Lucy's Love Bus is thriving.
I'm Red Sox Hall of Famer Rico Petroselli. I hope that you'll consider supporting Lucy's Love Bus and all of those children who have been stricken by cancer. The Great American Collectibles Show is partnering with Lucy's Love Bus to help these kids. Let's continue Lucy's dream. Please go to lucyslovebus.org for more information.
Pristine Auction is a family-owned and operated online auction specializing in autographed memorabilia, sports cards, coins, art, and collectibles. Since their founding in 2010, they've grown to 2 facilities in Phoenix, Arizona, totaling over 60,000 square feet. Jared Cavalier and an incredible staff of over 150 team members serve a very large customer base and enjoy every minute of it. By working with leading authentication companies, Pristine ensures all items are 100% authentic. In addition, third-party authenticators regularly travel to Pristine Auction to provide authentication services on site. Pristine Auction strives to operate its business in a way that's honoring to God, their families, and their customers. With a strong focus on speed, quality, and premier customer service, their mission is to be the leading online auction for every level of collector and fan. Pristine also works for Hope Sports and Identity Hoops International, traveling to Mexico to build houses for the less fortunate. Pristine Auction offers several online auction formats with thousands of auctions ending each day. For more information, go to pristineauction.com. That's Pristine Auction, the best in the business.
If you're a discerning collector interested in owning the most important pieces in the hobby, look no further than Leland's Auctions. The original sports auction and appraisal house, Leland's was established in 1985 by legendary Pioneer founder Joshua Leland Evans. And today, President Mike Hefner carries on the tradition. From the Tom Brady card and memorabilia collection to the famed Boston Garden Auction to high-end card auctions from every major sport, Leland's has always maintained the highest standards. Go to Lelands.com and get your bid in. That's Leland's, the hobby's leading sports auction house for 4 decades.
It's often been said that championships are won on the practice field, and world records come only to those willing to work harder than everybody else. Heritage Auctions is the world's largest collectibles auctioneer because we believe that becoming the best is only an invitation to the challenge of remaining the best. This requires the skills of the hobby's top experts, capable of identifying and maximizing value for our consigners. It requires the most visited website in the industry, courting a global audience of collectors over 1.5 million strong. It requires a dedicated press department that expands our global reach far beyond the entrenched hobby marketplace. It's hard work, but a simple premise. Present the finest collectibles to the largest population of potential buyers, and world records will come. We invite all listeners to put the unmatched power of Heritage Auctions to work for you. Auction evaluations are always free, and our commission-based fee structure ensures that our interests are always aligned. Highest possible price for your collectibles. There will always be new world records to chase, so let's chase them together. Visit our website at ha.com and request your no-obligation review today.
Hi, this is Dan from Memory Lane Auctions, here to remind you that the renowned Memory Lane Collectibles Company has served as a beacon of light to the collecting community for the past several decades. Indeed, folks, it has been our utmost privilege and pleasure to provide the most enthusiastic collectors with an abundance of the finest sports cards and memorabilia for America's most coveted sports personalities via our world-class auctions. Whether you choose either a private sale transaction or the auction route, Memory Lane cordially invites you to reach out to us to maximize the value of your prized possessions. Also, it is not just sales that we pride ourselves on being the best of the rest, because if you are seeking a particular keepsake for your esteemed gathering, we will be relentless in our quest to find that special piece to fulfill your collecting dreams. So no time to wait. Reach out to us today for the purposes of capitalizing on our unparalleled marketing capabilities. Simply pick up the phone and dial 877-606-5263. That's 877-606-LANE, or find us on the World Wide Web at www.memorylaneinc.com. Now is the time for your valued consignment to ultimately become another one of Memory Lane's record-setting prices.
I need a nap.
Did you grow up a Mets fan?
No.
Yes.
No, you did.
I did.
Now, why? What was the reason? I mean, as opposed to the Yankees?
Tom Seaver. I've watched him pitch a game. He was amazing, and I just started rooting for the Mets. I stayed a Mets fan when they traded him to the Reds.
Yeah.
But then when they left him unprotected because they knew someone would grab him, I said that's it.
Oh, Seaver?
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy.
And then Seaver actually pitched won some big games for the Red Sox.
Yeah, he did.
In 1986.
And he helped the other pitchers out a lot. He was a bright,
he
very
didn't do
bright guy.
He didn't do much for the '86 Sox. I mean,
no,
he was a mentor.
He won 7 games.
He was a mentor for them too, though. He was.
Clemens always said that.
Yeah, he was a mentor.
Well,
he was a great pitcher.
He won a few big games.
Seaver was a great pitcher. There's no doubt. I mean, he's not a top 5 pitcher like you think, but I think.
I always say top 10. I never say.
Yeah, he's top. He is top 10 definitely. You have one ball left. Will you throw it, please?
No, I'm going to throw, but I got a little guy over there, and I get his father to throw. These are the balls we're throwing. We got our logo on it, and the kids love him. He has something.
He has one.
The
little
guy.
Kid
See
over
the
there.
little
I'll
guy.
throw it.
No, you can't reach it.
Are you kidding? I
How
have
much
a
you want to bet?
curveball.
Hey, Joe, he thinks he can throw that
I
far.
can reach that kid.
He can't throw. He got no
You'll
wrong.
never reach.
No shot? All right, you throw it.
Hey, yo.
You little kid right there.
I can't.
You can't get him. He can't see us. He's
no, I'm going to jump over the plane. No, don't leave.
The little kid. The little guy right there.
That's his father.
Him.
Yeah, the
Him.
father. Here,
Go ahead.
I want the ball.
Go ahead.
Come on over here, little guy.
There you go.
Watch me
Throw him
get
the ball.
sued. You got it? Can he catch? You catch it? There's Daddy. Let Daddy catch it. There you go.
There you go.
That's for you. All right.
There you go.
See that? I'm all right now.
We're chatting with Joe Tomasula from Golden Auction. Looks like Grady is not coming, Rick. Grady's not coming?
Zip him.
No, I'm not going to zip him. If he doesn't show, he's out.
What's the
Then
matter?
you'll have 2 chairs instead of 3 up here.
Is he feeling okay?
I have no idea. I want to ask another question, Rico. Tony C. Tony Conigliaro, he was your best friend, all right? How great could Tony C. have been?
Well, he would have been. He had a chance to be a 500 home run guy. He was a fearless hitter and had power to all fields, and he was really a legitimate home run. Fly ball hitter. He would have fit in here.
Do you remember him, Joe?
Yeah. No, little before.
No, I mean
little before my time.
That's what I'm saying. He really was. How old were you? About 8, 9 in 67?
What year was he being?
67.
I was 5.
5 years old.
60,
Right.
yeah.
So he would have been a Hall of Famer, I think.
Yeah, I mean, hitting wise, geez, he was
Who hit him, Rico?
Jack. Hamilton.
Yeah,
Hamilton.
Right, Jack Hamilton.
Jack Hamilton.
Yeah.
Hit him.
Yeah.
Hit him square.
Right here.
Those pictures of his eye.
Remember that?
Oh
man.
my God.
Enrico, you were
I
on
was
deck.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
great career was, ruined from being beamed in the head? but he was hitting the helmet, not in the eye.
Yeah.
Paul Blair.
Oh, Blair, yeah.
Blair
I remember that.
was hit it. By the way,
Yeah.
one of the greatest defensive center fielders of all time.
But Blair had a good career.
But his batting prowess declined after he got hit in the head. He never dug in again. He was always
Stepped in the bucket.
walking on eggshells.
Yeah. But you hit a ball left center, right center, just go back to the dugout. He'll catch you.
They sent him for therapy, Rico.
They did,
to
huh?
talk to
that's
some psychiatrists because he just had that fear.
Don't forget, by the way, folks, that we're going to be. You can watch the show Wednesday night at 6:30. Special hour-and-a-half show. Rico, there's a great pitcher. He was a great relief pitcher that you tell the story about. I don't know if Joe's ever heard it. Johnny Wyatt and the Blob.
Oh yeah, I mean, I told this story. That's it.
Well, Joe's never heard it.
I'm teasing. I'm getting like slappy.
Well, what else is new?
Yeah. No, John Wyatt, we got him from Kansas City. He was our closer, and John made no secret of it. Though I guess nobody checked. He had the tube of grease up in his locker. And before every game, we like to watch it.
Listen to this.
Yeah, so you take this grease, throw it here on the hat, behind it, everywhere.
Like
But
the
then,
movie Major League.
yeah, right. But he had his special one to really get the good hitters out. He called the blob, a big freaking thing on the inside of his belt. Yeah, the blob, a big blob of grease ball. So, no, this is a true
story.
I'm a pitching coach.
I know that.
I love
true
this.
story.
So we're ahead, I think, 1 or 2 runs, whatever it was. Yeah, I think it was 2 runs. And Cardinals get 2 guys on, and here comes the left fielder. What a great player. He's in the Hall of Fame.
For the Cards?
Yeah,
Brock?
Yeah, Lou Brock.
Lou Brock.
Lou Brock comes up, and he's really not a home run hitter. So they call in. Here comes Wyatt. I said, I'm short, I said, all right. So he gets strike 1, swing and a miss. I tell you, the ball dropped this much. Next ball, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, right? He goes to the blob. I said
the blob.
Hey, I said, I can see it. I'm going, oh baby, here we go. Gets the blob, winds up, throws it. You ever hear cannon go off? Brock hit one.
Flushed it.
The 420 sign is an exit there, right? He hit it over the exit. I said, I was shocked. And he was serious. When I came in, I said, John, he went for the blob. What the hell happened? He said he must have hit the dry side. I said, the dry side? That freaking thing was a cannon.
You know what's funny? Brock, and it's a trivia question. I can't remember all of them players. Brock is one of the handful of players that hit a home run in the bleachers at the Polo Grounds.
Really?
In
Wow.
straightaway center field.
Oh,
You just
he-
reminded me.
Yeah,
of that.
I mean,
he had
crushed.
sneaky power.
Yes. Yep.
Well, he
could run. He was a hell of a player.
Lou Brock really he helped define what's happened today in baseball. We went from the Players League papers to Lou Brock to Andy Messersmith, right?
You mean Kurt Flood?
I mean Kurt Flood. I'm sorry, but they were teammates.
Yes.
That's why I can't understand why a guy like not Brock, but the other guy, because he is gone to court, try to get the reserve clause taken away at that time, because we couldn't go to another team.
Right.
And why? I mean, it's so significant in the world of baseball. But it doesn't matter, does it? If people, they don't see what, maybe I see in it, they're just not interested. Huh?
It's true.
It's really too bad.
Really?
It is.
It's so significant in what he's done. I mean, he's really helped free agency.
Yeah. And Messersmith was the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. No, there's no doubt about
I
it.
think the Braves grabbed him from the Dodgers. if I remember right.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, I want to switch gears for a minute and talk about the grading process. Is grading, is it my imagination, or has grading become a little inconsistent recently, or what are your thoughts on that?
If I continue this conversation, it's called career suicide. All kidding aside, grading's always been inconsistent. Human eyes, maybe we'll have AI do grading in a few years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's true.
But, it's all subjective. And the funny thing is, you look at a card, even with the loop guys.
Yeah.
They take Dave Foreman when he was with SGC.
Yeah.
Took me in the back room, showed me the 8 to 10 magnification. I saw things on my card that were frightening.
Really?
Like, it's like, I don't want this card anymore.
Really?
Like, I thought it had good eye appeal. You see things you never knew were on a card.
Interesting.
So the naked eye just can't pick it up.
Very
It's,
interesting. What about the whole Pokemon phenomenon?
You better call an expert in.
I mean,
because
but
you got the wrong guy up here.
it's just amazing. Come on in around, John. It's just absolutely amazing. Oh no, you're not going anywhere. Oh, you're not going anywhere.
No, for the Pokemon question.
Oh,
John, move fast.
John, come on over here. Yeah, we'll hit him with that question first.
Oh yeah.
Come on right up here, John.
Yeah, he's just the guy to answer.
Oh yeah,
that
I know that. That's okay. Sit. Get your headset on.
So what is his name? Trixie? Sit.
All right. So John.
Yeah.
We'll get the first question. Put your headset on. The first question we're going to ask
up,
you.
John?
Joe.
Yeah, Joe. Just move that closer to your mouth. All right. So the first question we're going to ask you, John, is what are your thoughts on Pokemon?
Go back to your stand, John.
It's been nice seeing you guys today.
Right.
That's what we were saying.
Conversation's been wonderful. Goodbye.
I pretty much
All
echoed
right.
the same sentence.
I want to bring you in here today because you authenticated a bat, and there's been some discussion on the bat, and I wanted to get your take on it. Evidently, fairly recently, a Babe Ruth gamer has showed up that had cork in it. And my question to you is, there's been, I mean, it's a Babe Ruth cork bat, but there are some people taking the position that even though it's a Babe Ruth gamer, not necessarily corked by Babe Ruth, could have been done after, after he played, could have been done by somebody else. What are your thoughts on that, Jordan?
Well, corking, unless you're there and you're actually seeing who's doing it, you really can't tell. This bat was a perfect Ruth gamer. And the thing about Ruth and his bats, it's not a bat that anybody is going to use to begin with because of the length and the weight to begin with. The ironic part about the bat, corking is supposed to make it a little lighter. The bat is still 40 ounces.
Wow.
Okay.
Amazing.
We looked at the bat, and it's obvious that it's cork because the cork is actually exposed to an extent on the top of the barrel. And the way we looked at it, I don't believe that Ruth was using it as a gamer. Okay. But remember, he did a heck of a lot of barnstorming tours.
Right.
Exhibitions. And things of that nature. And it might have been, something that he wanted to look good. It could have been used, by Ruth, could have been used by somebody else. Frankly, I think just because of the style of the bat, the model of the bat, the weight of the bat. I think.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I would think that Ruth could have used it. Did he use it in a major league game? That I can't say.
How many ounces was it, John?
He said 40 ounces.
40 ounces.
40 ounces.
But was it
I would
legal?
think
Was
it's
it
Ruth.
illegal at that time? It's just like the spitball. They could throw spitballs,
Right.
in
Well,
those years.
I
Early
believe
Grimes.
it was illegal at the time
It
because
was.
also when you read about Ruth had it in the mid-20s. Ruth started notching his bats.
Okay, yeah.
With home run notches.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And what happened? Two examples. There's a beautiful. I think there's 28 or 29 notches in a bat in the Hall of Fame. Louisville Slugger has one with 22 notches.
Wow.
And he says in his book, he writes where the umpire would spot it, and he says if you had more than 7 notches, they would take it out of the game. So
Really?
they still had rules about altering the barrel in the day.
Interesting.
That's interesting,
Yeah.
really, yeah.
I was talking to a collector who collects bats, has a significant collection. And he told me, John, and by the way, we're talking to John Tobby from JT Sports. If you ever need anything regarding bat information, getting bats graded, authenticated, this is the Batman. This is the foremost authority in the United States on bats. What is someone mentioned, this guy mentioned that he owned a Babe Ruth vault. I think he called Vault Mark bat. What is that?
A Vault Mark bat is a bat that Ruth used, sent back to the manufacturer, in this case Louisville Slugger, for additional bats. And what they would do on a receipt with a Vault Mark bat, they would take the model number, like, Rico, you used U1?
Yeah, let's say U1 or M110.
Okay, so if Rico sends it back, they knock into the knob, U1, they knock into the top of the barrel, U1, and it becomes a pattern bat for future models of the same
So if someone owns that bat, is that bat significantly more valuable than another bat?
Well, within the industry, within the collecting industry, Vault Mark bats are viewed as the player's favorite bat.
Oh.
So it takes on a significant meaning to the player.
Yeah.
And some players will have several Vault Mark bats, their own personal models, and that's the other thing. That's the other idea behind Vault Marking. It's a personal model and a favorite model of the player.
Yeah. Wow.
So have you examined many Vault Mark bats over your career?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, if you go to Louisville Slugger, have you seen the vault room? It's right off the lobby. They have the vault safe, if you will. And it's row upon row upon row of Vault Mark pattern bats, models of the players, yes.
All right, so I think I've asked you this question before, and I don't know if I've ever gotten an answer from you or from anybody else. Does Black Betsy belong to somebody? Does it exist? Is it in someone's collection?
Since I've been involved with game-used bats, game-used material, I have never heard of or seen a bat that is titled as Black Betsy. Okay, and you're speaking about
Joe Jackson.
Oh, Joe Jackson. There was a Black Betsy Ruth also.
Oh, was there?
Oh yeah. One of the bats, I think it's one of the heavily notched bats from the 1927 season.
Now, so what about Joe Jackson's?
Joe Jackson, the bat that is titled as his original Black Betsy, if you will, is if you've seen it, it's the warped bat that was with him for his entire career. That bat was made by a friend of his, presented to him, and supposedly he carried that bat with him, in his equipment bag for his entire career, and it's photo matched with him when he's, in the early 1930s.
Wow. So where is that bat now?
That bat is in the hands of a private collector.
It is. So it does exist.
Yes.
John, what about the Jackson bat that sold in Heritage, I believe it was, for $2 million? Earlier this year, or 24?
Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson.
Yes. Well, that was a classic two-tone, and again, remember the Black Betsy became a finish. Okay, when you see his, it looks like a natural handle and then a brown barrel. That is recognized as a Black Betsy finish.
Interesting.
Yeah.
John, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah,
JT Sports, again, if you ever need any kind of information on bats, get bats authenticated, this is your go-to guy. John,
Absolutely.
thank you so much.
Thank you. You can't come to me for corking. Just remember that.
That's a good point.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Curry, a two-time child cancer survivor, recipient, and advocate for Lucy's Love Bus. The mission of Lucy's Love Bus, 501c3 nonprofit, is to provide joy, comfort, and quality of life for the entire family of children with cancer. Since 2006, they have delivered love and comfort to over 3,000 children with cancer and their family members across New England. The dream of Lucy Grogan, an 11-year-old cancer patient, was to help kids with cancer who are suffering right now, before there is a cure, by offering free, integrative therapies like art, music, horseback riding, and many other activities. Unfortunately, Lucy passed away, but her dream lives on, and today Lucy's Love Bus is thriving.
I'm Red Sox Hall of Famer Rico Petroselli. I hope that you'll consider supporting Lucy's Love Bus and all of those children who have been stricken by cancer. The Great American Collectibles Show is partnering with Lucy's Love Bus to help these kids. Let's continue Lucy's dream. Please go to lucyslovebus.org for more information.
Since 1996, Brian Drent and the staff at Denver's Mile High Card Company have led the charge in the collectibles hobby. Mile High is a full-service dealer specializing in buying and selling cards and offers a competitive consignment program for all collectors. Whether it be their computerized want list service, appraisals, or auction services, Mile High has it all. If you've been searching for a company with a selection of high-grade vintage 1888 to 1970 baseball cards and memorabilia that shares your passion, aim high, Mile High. Go to milehighcardco.com or call 303-840-2784 for more information.
This is Brian Drent, president of Mile High Card Company. Is your sports card and memorabilia collection properly insured? For easily replaced personal property, homeowners insurance is all most people need. But for prized possessions that you may have spent a lifetime collecting, it doesn't go nearly far enough. Collectibles Insurance Services has been insuring for over 50 years. They offer a full range of protection and a $0 deductible at an affordable rate with no appraisals required. I know because they insure my collection. If you have a minute, go to collectinsure.com and learn more about insuring your personal card or memorabilia collection.
Hi, this is Dan from Memory Lane Auctions, here to remind you that the renowned Memory Lane Collectibles Company has served as a beacon of light to the collecting community for the past several decades. Indeed, folks, it has been our utmost privilege and pleasure to provide the most enthusiastic collectors with an abundance of the finest sports cards and memorabilia for America's most coveted sports personalities via our world-class auctions. Whether you choose either a private sale transaction or the auction route, Memory Lane cordially invites you to reach out to us to maximize the value of your prized possessions. Also, it is not just sales that we pride ourselves on being the best of the rest, because if you are seeking a particular keepsake for your esteemed gathering, we will be relentless in our quest to find that special piece to fulfill your collecting dreams. So no time to wait. Reach out to us today for the purposes of capitalizing on our unparalleled marketing capabilities. Simply pick up the phone and dial 877-606-5263. That's 877-606-LANE, or find us on the World Wide Web at www.memorylaneinc.com. Now is the time for your valued consignment to ultimately become another one of Memory Lane's record-setting prices.
How would you like to own the bat that was used by your favorite player when he hit that towering home run or game-winning base hit? Now look no further than JT Sports, specializing in the sale and authentication of professional game-used bats. As the official authenticators of professional model game-used bats for PSA DNA, JT Sports will guarantee the authenticity of any bat purchased from them. JT Sports also buys and sells game-worn uniforms, gloves, and baseball equipment. The unique quality of the collectible is what JT Sports is all about. Give them a call at 609-487-8003 or check them out at GameUseBats.com.
Walked away with that. All right.
He almost hung himself.
I know, really. James, come on up here. Thank you, John.
Let's be careful.
Yeah, James, it's kind of tight up here, but you can do it. We know you can do it. Who is that? You're dealing with your bookie?
No, Derek.
Well, it doesn't matter now. He's out. It's quarter up. We only have 15 more minutes, so don't even bother. All right, get your headset on. We got 15 more minutes.
Wow.
And then Rico and I hop on a plane back to Boston.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. All right. So this guy here is a good friend of the show. He's been with us on many times. James Fiorentino, one of the foremost sports artists in the country. And James, first of all, man, your book. Tell us about the book.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm still very excited about it. It officially really kind of launched early this year, and it's a baseball book on all my watercolor paintings I've been doing with athletes in baseball for the last 30 years. Obviously, with the help, Tom, of your wife and you know all the people I've been helping with that book over the last few years. I was very excited about it because it really kind of shows everything I've done, and I think a lot of people don't realize how long I've been doing it for, and all the stories and the players I've worked with. So, just excited to keep showing that off.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it nominated? What's going on with the Ben Franklin Award? Where are we with that?
It's a good question. It did win a gold medal in one of the Independent Book Awards already.
So that was the IPPY Award, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I think it was resubmitted now by the publisher for a Ben Franklin Award. So you could be 2 for 2.
Yeah, that'd be great. And I think one of the coolest things for me is the fact that my hero growing up in baseball, Don Mattingly, did the intro to the book, which is
great
to think about when I'm a little kid watching him play, and for that to be the case, it's pretty awesome.
There's another guy that gets screwed. Right? There's another guy that gets screwed.
Bad lower back.
He should be in the Hall of Fame, man.
I think so.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
They have a group, wait a second, that judges the guys on their years compared to the other guys those years.
They do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mattingly was the best player in baseball for 5 years.
He was a great player, man. He was a great player.
Garvey should be in there, too.
Yeah. I mean,
anyway.
What are your thoughts, James?
Absolutely. I actually just saw him last week, and they did a little chat with him, and just to hear his numbers and even hear him talk. Even the year that Clemens beat him on MVP, it was an MVP year. That year was maybe his best season ever.
Right.
But Clemens had an incredible year, and for 4 or 5 years, he's maybe the best player in baseball. Certainly at his position, 9 Gold Gloves, a great leader.
Player, man. He really was.
And was kind of when they don't say you get to the World Series, that wasn't his fault. When he finally played this last year. Right. He hit, I think, over 400 or something in that playoff game that last year. So
against Seattle.
Yeah.
No, he a great. Is he going to manage again?
No, he says he didn't want.
He doesn't want to manage again. Or what do you guys? What are your thoughts?
Ooh.
I'm asking
you.
Well,
I know his son obviously is the GM now of the Phillies.
Right.
So maybe he's going to be a bench coach there. But here's the thing. I'm a Yankee fan, obviously, but
he should manage the Yankees.
I think so too,
Boone,
man.
Yeah, if Boone, if something happens where they're not doing as well, that could be.
He should be managing the Yankees. I totally agree with you, Joe.
Yeah.
It's time for Boone to go.
I want to ask you something about the painting.
Why don't you ask me? I'm a painter.
Well, I know, but you paint houses. But are there any changes that you foresee in the painting of the athlete? You know what I'm saying? A particular style. What's the guy that was? I got a print of him.
Neiman.
Yes, Neiman. You know how he does it. Is that something that people would want more of, or as far as is there anything anything
that's really a style, right?
Yeah, it's a style. I think some people get more loose when they're older painting, but I think today in general and in sports art, and you could see it in Topps baseball cards, there's a tremendous influence on the hobby now with artists and art. I mean, even when I was doing it back in the late 90s for the first time for Topps and in the early 2000s Upper Deck, everything I was doing was very tight. Obviously, Dick Perez being my inspiration, but there's a tremendous amount of artists out there who paint abstract.
Yeah,
It's in baseball, all different types of ways of doing it. But for me, it's always my brain's wired to that photorealism and watercolor.
I mean, how do you do that? I mean, you've seen his work, Joe, right?
He's got talent. That's how.
I mean, what do? You look at a picture. How the hell can you look at a picture, sit down, and paint that exact picture? How do you do it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think some of that's an easy way, I think just the fact that I paint very well in watercolor, which is the more interesting part of it, and doing it for, since I was a young kid.
I paint by numbers.
All right, I'm going to throw something back at you. Ask James how he does it. How did Rico hit 101-mile-an-hour fastball? Because he can. It's his skill set. It's James's skill set.
101?
You faced Nolan Ryan.
That's right.
Well, maybe you never hit him.
I didn't hit him. That's the thing. Oh, God, 101, yeah.
But you know my point.
No, I know. It's a good point. You're making a good point. James, your work is really special, man.
Thank you.
Really, really special.
I appreciate it.
What do you got? What's on the horizon?
Well, let's see. Probably taking a break from shows for next year. Like right now in the winter, I do a lot of commissions for private clients. I have a painting up for sale right now. The Hall of Fame baseball yearbook cover I did this year for the National Baseball Hall of Fame. That's up in Heritage, and that's all that money's going to the Baseball Hall of Fame. And then we'll be setting up stuff for next year. And always doing pop-up events and events with players. Hopefully, I'll do the cover again for the Hall of Fame next year, and working with more players. So
he's pathetic. You're absolutely pathetic. He's pathetic. All right, James. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks.
We wish you the best.
Your
Good
work
luck.
is fantastic.
You're still not going anywhere
James.
now. You got 10 minutes.
Well, let him sit next to me.
Yeah. James, thanks again.
Thanks, James.
Where is he?
I love that.
Where's Grady? Where'd he go?
He's trying to get
over
around.
here. You got to get around.
He's trying to come around.
Well, come around where?
Around here.
Come on, we got 10 minutes. Get up. We got 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes. First, you're serious. I mean,
What, did you go to the casino?
Yeah.
Am I getting my balls busted?
For 10 minutes.
No. We won't break them. Just for about a minute and a half. So where were you?
Okay.
Busy.
I
Here we
had
go.
several clients at the booth. I got a text from Joe T saying, "Where are you?" I was like, "Oh shit! Oh wait, am I allowed to say that?" On
No,
the
that's
air?
okay. We're okay.
Great. Shit. Okay. No, honestly. So we're busy at the booth, and I'm dealing with, a guy that thinks he has $1 million worth of stuff, and it's probably like $800. But
don't you love them?
I love that. Yeah, because now I'm never gonna get that time back. But it's okay. That's what we're here to do, right?
Yeah.
Be nice older gentleman. So then I handed him off to somebody. Then another person came up to the table. As I'm turning around, he's like, "I have a 6-figure modern card. I want to." So again,
Was that a legit 6-figure?
It was a printing plate card. I won't say the name because Tomasula will go find the guy on the floor and close the deal for Golden.
I'll do a search.
And by the way, Joe and Derek are not only good friends, but they're friendly competitors.
We'll kill each other.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm checking the wire out.
What's
Here.
going
If
on over
Rico's
there?
hand disappears, just be careful. Because when I was talking to Yaz told me, Rico could get a little friendly in the dugout. So you gotta
Dinner
be careful.
table at wedding crashes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Anyway, I'm seeing if Rico's laughing or he's
No,
pissed.
he's good. He's good.
Oh, he's good.
Oh,
okay.
of course.
Okay,
Kidding
perfect. Okay. So basically, it's a printing plate. And it's one of those one-of-ones, because you know how there's a million
sure.
one-of-ones,
Yeah.
manufactured one-of-ones. I don't know. So I'm texting a couple pictures to some consultants that I deal with. What do you think? And it's going to be wildly price different. Some people are going to say 20 grand. Some people are going to say, at the end of the day, those are the cards, I think Joe would agree, that should go to auction, and let's determine a value, right? Without an auction number where people are bidding, you don't know on these one-on-ones.
How do you guys determine, in an item like that,
Yeah.
I ask both you guys this question, how do you determine a starting bid for something like that?
Okay, so the starting bid, I've never been concerned about a starting bid because nobody's going to be happy with it if it's sold there, right? So if you say it's 50 grand, you open it up. At Heritage, we open up everything at a quarter of the estimate. So if it's $1 million card, no matter what, it opens at $250. It's a so you have a standard. What do you do at Golden, Joe?
We don't have a standard. I like to stay in the 15 to 30 percentile based on the item.
Okay.
You know, I make basically a business decision.
100%. Do you estimate everything in your catalog? Do you do the estimates for everything?
We don't put estimates. We put them in our system.
Okay.
But we don't put them in the
catalog. Do you put starting bids? Do you do the starting bids for your catalog?
We don't put them in the catalog.
You don't put starting bids in the catalog?
They're on the internet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
See that?
Right. And I think
learned a lot.
One of the
Really?
reasons is because of the volume of auctions, there's a lot of last second 11th hour changes.
Yes, of course.
And you could just change it on the internet.
Yeah.
And you don't have
the printed catalog.
You don't look pretty much like an ass.
So
with the wrong number.
So
in the
why did
catalog.
Heritage come up with the quarter, right?
Yeah.
Because we have 10 different consignment guys, and they would all put in different.
Oh, so they all put in a
This
different
is-
number.
So
that makes sense.
This is why now you have a standard. So we have a standard, and again, nobody's happy whether we estimated it 20%, the starting bid, whether it was 10%, 20%, 30%. Nobody's going to be happy if it sells for that. At the end of the day, it's about prices realized. So people don't care whether you start their stuff off at $1 or
Right.
$5,000.
No,
right?
it makes sense.
Yeah.
And by the way, both of these gentlemen and their companies are going to be, or some of them already are, big contributors to the forthcoming book that Ellen and I, Leighton, are putting out. At least half of the two gentlemen here represents a company that has been phenomenal, and the other one is coming along slowly. Is that fair enough?
It's fair.
Right?
Wait, who's coming along slowly?
Golden.
Joe T side? Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
right.
Well, I mean, they're a little special needs, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Okay? You know, there's places for everybody. They're a little
Let me tell you something. If it wasn't for Joe T,
where would they be?
I'd be in big trouble.
Where would they be without Joe T?
No, but you guys have come out. We've got some great finds that we're going to be talking about in the book. You guys have come up with some great ones. Chris
I
Ivey.
think this is going to be one of your best books.
I think it's going to be, honestly, and I'm not just saying this, I think it's going to be our best book.
If you're a collector.
You got the Black Swamp and this find now is the autograph signed
Oh,
card.
yeah. No,
that's
killer.
incredible.
It's one of the greatest.
And I've already
discoveries.
done the narrative
So
on that.
I had the privilege. So Dan is the main consignment.
Dan
vendor.
Imler.
Yes. But I actually met with the client also, right? Actually, I'm not sure if Dan met with him first or I did because I was in the Boston show.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I go to meet in the bank to see this. Okay, so the first one to lay eyes on it, other than maybe some pictures, and it was insane.
I was
couldn't
like,
believe it.
it's jaw-dropping. And you know
Every
something?
card.
We're not going to get into it, but I mean, you're going to see it in their catalog. It's already started, and you can see the story behind it. It's called the Golden Age Collection. But I think you know this, but you don't know this. Dan said that right behind this collection, this same consignor has a very, very similar collection based on entertainment in the entertainer world.
You know, if you're a collector, you got to get this book.
Thank you.
Because it shows, you know, how people
Yeah.
get these items, and might give you an idea. I think it's great. It's going to be a great book.
Just to before we end this, we're talking. You know,
Wait, I just got here.
Well, yeah, we ended two.
Do we really?
Yeah.
You got two.
The Lucky Seven find, the Black Swamp find, the Northeast find. We're talking about the T206 Wagner, the Gretzky Wagner, the 55 Bowman Mantle find, the Bryce Williams set, the Lou Gehrig bat. Here's
the thing, right?
It's just
so we have there's a lot of people that we took for. We all knew the finds, right?
Right.
Because the hobby was small, and we all talked about it. There's now 3 to 4x the people that didn't. Some people, believe it or not, didn't hear the Rosen find.
Correct.
Some people didn't hear the Black Swamp find.
Yeah.
They now, in this one book, are going to educate themselves.
Yeah.
What we've been doing
it's
for
gonna be
30
great.
years.
And
right?
I think non-collectors are going to be interested
That's
in the
what
book.
yes,
Yeah, that's my
it
opinion.
covers all the great finds of the hobby and plus special other items.
Well, I'm going to give you one example before we end.
Joe, we can get them for half price.
You know, there's a find I
Mine
don't
better
see.
be free.
What is that? Well, we don't have them all yet.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So you can say something funny?
The
Or is he surreal?
T206 Southern find. That was huge.
The Southern find is in here.
It is?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
hasn't been written yet. Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, if Tom missed that,
No.
that's a major.
Leighton is working on that find.
Okay.
Leighton is working on that find. There's one that. Here's an example. J.P. Cohen, J.P., your old boss. No, well, seriously, we're not just talking $1 million fines.
Yeah.
But there's a cool. It's not a fine, but it's something that's an epic treasure. He's got a canceled check from Lou Gehrig. They're out there, right? Canceled check from Lou Gehrig. But it's made out to the Mayo Clinic.
Wow.
The day after he was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, when he was checking out of.
I know the check.
Right.
I believe when you used to do your live auctions at the National, I believe it first sold in Heritage Platinum.
It could have. It very well could have.
Okay.
And I know it sold for like $72,000.
I know it's worth more.
And then and then one other one that it's like, wow, Babe Ruth's check, $7,500, I think it was, Joe, and $9,500, right? It's a check, $7,500.
It was a king's ransom back then.
Right. Signed the check, cashed the check on the morning, and that night or that afternoon he hit his 60th home run. Cool.
Cool stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Nice.
And that's some of the stuff.
Stories.
Yeah,
They're
that's
great.
some of the
They're
stuff
great.
that's going to be in it. All right, we're just about out of time, Michael.
Yeah.
All right, guys, listen,
It's been
Derek,
great.
thank you for being
Thanks a lot.
Oh, yeah, for
late,
being here for 8
fashionably
minutes.
late.
Yeah, I'm
we
glad you're for 8
appreciate it.
minutes.
Joe?
How did you get Rico down here? That's
Oh,
awesome to
man,
see Rico here.
We had to
Great to see
convince
Rico.
him.
Good
Joe,
to see
thank
you,
you so
man.
much,
You
man,
guys,
for
great,
stepping up to the
great.
plate with
I
us.
have one more question for Rico.
Go ahead. We have 35 seconds.
Did you ever get a hit off Nolan Ryan?
Yeah,
You did?
I got early on. My batting average against him was .057.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
it's
you got
out
a
in the
hit.
books.
But the
I
count
got a
for
hit.
something.
I got a hit when he first, came over.
Did he ever hit you?
No,
on a
no.
pitch?
Kidding me?
You wouldn't be
I was
here.
in the dugout.
Well, you wouldn't be here.
That too.
All right, we're just about out of time. Thank you all for coming
Yeah,
here.
it's
This has
great.
been a great show. And to our viewers and listeners, we're on every Wednesday night from 6:30 on any one of your favorite platforms. Guys, thank you so much. To Joe
Yep.
Drellick, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
And to our viewers and listeners, happy collecting.